Let me ask you something. What were you going through Scorpio season of last year? So that was October or November of last year, 2023. Was there something that you were trying to manifest? Maybe there was a situation that came up that really triggered you emotionally. Some of those same themes, some of those same thoughts and emotions could come up during this full moon in Scorpio. And depending on what you got going on, depending on what house this energy is in your birth chart, it could be very triggering for you. Okay, so before we get into how this will affect your sign, really quick, if you want to learn more about astrology, if you want to get tarot readings, or if you just want spiritual tips, be sure that you subscribe to my channel and hit that notification bell to be notified of my next video. So we have a full moon in Scorpio that will happen tomorrow on April 23rd. Now, let me start off by saying that the moon does not like being in the constellation of Scorpio. The moon is about shining a light on what's hidden. And Scorpio is all about being secretive, mysterious. It likes for things to be done in the dark. Whatever you got going on in your eighth house in your birth chart is probably some things that relate to that you don't want people to know. You know, maybe only a handful of people know this. Maybe only the person that you have a sexual relationship know this about you. You know, maybe only your spouse knows this about you. And the eighth house or Scorpio energy also deals with the money that we get from other people. And it also deals with death and transformation and wanting to take power and control over someone or a situation. Scorpio energy is where we can attach and obsess over someone. And we are in Taurus season. Taurus season is all about fulfilling all of your five senses. It's about feeling good. It's about being organized. And it's also about being grounded enough to know when you need to detach from something or someone. So Scorpio is about attaching. Taurus energy is about detaching. The thing with these two opposite signs is that they're both fixed energy, so both signs can be really stubborn. Taurus people will tend to hold on to something or someone way past its expiration date, and Scorpio people will kind of do the same thing, but Scorpio people can obsess over, for an example, someone that they're not even in a relationship with. They can obsess over the type of life they would live if they made a certain amount of money, you know. So just me saying that, it sounds kind of weird, but this is the kind of thing that the Scorpio 8th house deals with. It's how you really feel on a deep root chakra level. And those feelings can be very deep and dirty and vengeful, or they can be very deep but intuitive. Scorpios can usually sense when something is not right. These are the type of people that they can scope out a room. They can scope out the energy in the room. So depending on, you know, if you've been planting good seeds or putting out bad energy, this Scorpio full moon energy could affect you in a positive or negative way. And I posted a video last night, and in that video, I was not last night, but like a few hours ago. This is the type of energy where grudges can come up. You know, if you're beefing with somebody and all you got to do is go on Instagram, Chris Brown and Quavo beefing, Drake, Rick Ross, Kendrick, J. Cole, all of them are beefing. So this is the type of energy. that you could experience. And if you are not careful, things can get violent, things can get heated. This is the type of full moon where someone could lose their life over something stupid. Usually people, when it comes to like violence, people will lose their life over something stupid. But this is the type of energy where you can definitely either lose your freedom or lose your life. So it's important that you understand this energy that you're dealing with, and you understand how to control it and transform it, which is Scorpio energy. And so, yeah, I'm sitting here drawing cards from my astrology oracle deck. The South Node came out. South Node is energy that you are supposed to move away from. So if anything, if you feel like you're being triggered, there's some old energy, something from the past that you need to let go of. Especially if it deals with like a relationship, romantic, friendship, even a business partnership, or feeling like you have to do whatever you need to do to like belong in a certain dynamic, or you do whatever you need to do to get along with someone, and maybe that has expired and it's time for you to move on to something new, a new relationship. Get out and network and find a new partner, new like-minded people. So this is what you need to get away from. Currently we have the South Node in Libra, but check your chart to see what you have going on in your chart, and also to see what your South Node is. We also have, with this full new moon, it means that the moon is opposing the sun in Taurus. So what you are trying to detach from is you're getting opposition from what it is that you are trying to attach to. So if you're trying to, for an example, make more money at your job, you may be so comfortable where you don't want to leave, or you have like this grand master plan, but everything is telling you that it's time for you to get that resume together and start looking at other companies. So you may want to stay, but spirit may be telling you your time is up and you need to move forward. You need to go towards something else. So what you want to do, what you're most comfortable doing, and what it is that you need to do may clash at this time. And we also have the moon in Scorpio opposing Jupiter in Taurus. So again, Jupiter is about expansion. It's about wealth. It's about abundance. In order for you to get that, there may be something that you are being too stubborn to do. Maybe you need to let go of that relationship to move on to a healthier relationship. Maybe you need to like really reassess how you eat if you want your body to look a certain way. There could be some fear of the unknown here when it comes to that. And then we also have the Uranus Jupiter conjunction. And this is like you could be triggered to do something really unexpected. And for some of us, this unexpected change or event will force us to detach from something or someone. And then, of course, like I said before, this energy can be very violent. So we may see shocking deaths in the news for the next couple of weeks. Mercury retrograde will be over soon. And we have that post shadow moment after that. So again, keep in mind, be mindful of what you say and how you say it. If you did something that was out of pocket, when we get into that post-shadow Mercury retrograde, you may have to answer for that. Someone may want to see you about something that you did or said. And the thing that I want y'all to know about Scorpio energy, and I am saying this as someone that has a lot of Scorpio energy in her chart, Scorpios do not forget and they do not forgive. Rarely they forgive, but they definitely don't forget. Scorpio is the type of energy like they will wait months, years to get revenge on someone. So if you think something is over, this full moon in Scorpio could show you that no, they ain't forgot. It's not over. So after the 23rd or 24th of this month, which is in a couple of days, when we hit that post shadow Mercury transit, if you've done some shady, shiesty ass shit, you may have to answer for it. And that's just how it is. And also, this full moon is at 4 degrees, which is a Cancer degree. So issues with our family, our home, our security, our stability will come into question. So again, if you have offended someone, your security could be questionable. Okay, if you have had any type of falling out with a friend or a family member, those same emotions could come back. You may have a confrontation with those people during this time. But yeah, so basically, you know that you're not happy when it comes to this energy. If you're not sexually fulfilled, you're not making the type of money that you want to make, you haven't been able to take power and control over a certain part of your life. So if these, and it's a couple of more, but these main things, these 3 things, if you're not happy with that, you could be easily triggered. And depending on where Scorpio is in your birth chart, it depends, it's how that energy will affect you, right? So let's start with Aries. And as I say that, we have the card for Mars. Okay, so Aries, especially if you are an Aries rising, this Scorpio full moon is in your 8th house, which is the house of Scorpio, right? So this is especially true for you, Aries. Watch what you say. Especially, if you've done something out of pocket in the recent past, it could come back. If you had some type of conflict last year in October, November, that energy could come back around. And we have Capricorn, which is talking about achieve. Capricorn is about your reputation, your status. So for some of you, depending on if you've been sowing good seeds or bad seeds, you could notice a decrease or increase in your status. How people view you, your reputation. This is also talking about authority. So, especially if you have your own business, if you are seen as an authority in your particular field, you could experience some increase, some abundance. You'll get some help from Jupiter. But if you've been planting bad seeds, you will see a decrease in not only your reputation and status, but anything that you are trying to work on, it will force you to do some shadow work. So if you have a business and you're wondering why am I not making any money? Why am I, people are not buying from me, I'm not attracting any customers. It's probably something that you've done. And because this energy is in your 8th house, there could be people that are picking up on things that you are trying to keep secret, things that you are trying to keep from the public eye, that people kind of sense, like maybe they sense like something isn't right. You're hiding something, maybe it's something about your social media or even your relationship with the 10 of Cups that's rubbing people the wrong way. And then we have your energy here with the King of Wands in reverse. And then we have the Seven of Wands. So Aries, you, like I was saying before, something could trigger you with the King of Wands in reverse. This is talking about being petty, looking for revenge, just doing the most. Basically, you are acting very reckless. You're saying things reckless. You're doing things that are reckless. And that could have, that could affect your relationship, the relationship that you have with this love interest, or the relationship that you have with your family. And it could cause these people that you're in a relationship with to like distance themselves from you, push you away. Let's do some clarifying. And also, I wanted to add, if you are having issues with keeping this energy at bay, like you can't help but to feel pissed off all the time, get you some crystals. And I also recommend therapy, but crystals can aid in your healing as well. This is black tourmaline. Black tourmaline is good to keep on your body, and it helps to remove, sad energy, mad energy, that energy that you feel when you get to a point where you're like, anybody can get this smoke, this is what you want to have. Or obsidian or onyx, any kind of black crystal will help pull that negative energy out of you. And then I have my clear quartz here, and quartz is good for amplifying energy. So if you were to have jewelry with black tourmaline and crystal quartz, it will amplify the properties of the black tourmaline. So just throwing out a little something. But yeah, so let's clarify this. Eight of Swords in reverse. So some of you, you're not happy. Some of you you're having issues with depression. Some of you are feeling like you don't really have a choice in the matter. And so again, that could make you feel like you need to go out and do something that could have some negative consequences for you, Aries. Or you're watching this play out around you. Maybe it's a family member. Maybe it's the person that you're in a relationship with. What's the advice here for Aries? Focus on your bag with the Empress here. This is Taurus energy, and we are in Taurus season. So this is urging you to be more Venus-like or Taurus-like. This is giving grace to not only other people, but giving grace to yourself. Look at her. The Empress is the queen of all queens, and she is really skillful at bringing things to life. She's fertile. She gives birth to babies, but she also gives birth to new inventions, especially when it deals with artistic things. So some of you, this is telling you need to transmute some of that energy into something creative. And it's also warning you about, possible pregnancy. Maybe this energy is from, someone getting pregnant and they didn't want to, or you finding out that someone is pregnant or someone got someone pregnant. This is also just urging you to feel comfortable in doing what it is that you need to do to become comfortable. And so again, this energy is in your 8th house. So if you're not comfortable with the person that you're in a relationship with or you're intimate with, if you're not comfortable with whatever it is you're trying to gain power and control over, if you're not happy with your finances, Aries, then this is Spirit's way of letting you know You've got to make a change. And for some of you, that includes reevaluating who you're in a relationship with, reevaluating this business or this job that you're doing. So Aries, I hope that was helpful. Leave me a comment and let me know what you think. And I am going on to Taurus. All right, Taurus. So this energy, this Scorpio full moon energy, is in your 7th house. So if you had an ex that you had a falling out with, and as I say that, Mars came out, the card for Mars came out, so there could be some conflict here. And Mars is one of the rulers of Scorpio. So with this energy being in your 7th house, you could definitely hear from an ex. And possibly this ex may feel like you did them wrong in some kind of way, or they got a bone to pick with you, or, you know, they want to have a discussion about whatever happened between the two of you. So be mindful of that. But also, if you're not happy with the current status of your relationship, you know, maybe you're not fulfilled in your relationship. You could also feel like you're having a hard time relating to people. Maybe some of you are in a situation where you're outgrowing your circle of friends and you don't know how to break free from that. And you feel like South Node card came out again. This is telling you that you need to move away from energy that doesn't serve you. So some of you have friendships with people, and these relationships have reached their expiration point. And some of you are trying to hold on and attach yourself to these people for various reasons. Doing that, it could have a negative effect on not only how you treat people, but how you treat yourself as a Taurus rising especially. This can make you very stubborn. This can make you, be a little difficult to get along with. And for your tarot, we have 8 of Pentacles, bottom of the deck. So this is your energy, Taurus. So this is letting you know that you got a lot of work that's coming your way regarding the relationships, the partnerships that you have with people, how you relate to people as well. Some of you could be put in the middle of some type of conflict, and you could like catch a stray, and you're like, how did I get into it? But yeah, so this energy could have you feeling like this 5 of Cups, regretful, remorseful. You're feeling the loss of a relationship. Some of you don't want to feel this, and so that may be the reason why you're still in this relationship. Queen of Pentacles is your energy as well, but this is Queen of Pentacles is Capricorn energy. I call the Queen of Pentacles my Beyonce card because she's successful. She's a businesswoman. She's a wife. She's a mother. She has the ability to make a way out of no way. She's also very intuitive, and she knows what to give her power and her energy to. With the 8 of Cups in reverse that came out, in order for you to get to this energy, regardless if you are a man or a woman, you've got to walk away from something or someone. And with the 5 of Cups, this is already letting me know that a typical Taurus, you don't want to disrupt your routine. Some of you are comfortable. You don't want to be uncomfortable by being out here single or no longer associating with this person or people or thing. This is what you're focused on because you don't want to feel that. But in order to get to this energy, you've got to walk away from something. What does this person, the collective, need to walk away from? I've already told you. You need to walk away from people, places, and things that no longer serve you. People, places, and things that they don't love you the way that you love them. They don't care about you the way that you care about them. There could be something that happens in the next couple of weeks that makes you see like this person really isn't for you. This person really don't like you like that. And so you may need to walk away from this person. Clarifying that I got the King of Wands this time upright. I just did Aries reading and I got it in reverse. So with this being upright, this is somebody that you could have like a sexual relationship with, a friends with benefits type situation. This is also, they could be an Aries or a Leo or a Sagittarius. This is also someone who there's a lot of sexual chemistry between the two of you, but there may not be anything else. And if that's not resonating, some of you don't feel good in your skin. So this is saying, you need to work out. You need to be more consistent with your physical fitness. And what else? And this is also a person or a situation where, either you don't know where it's going with the Seven of Pentacles, or you keep trying to put your effort and energy into this. Some of you, your money into this, and it's not changing. Some of you could be thinking, do I need to throw money at this situation to make it better? And I feel like if you do, it's only going to increase the sexual chemistry that you have. What's the advice? There's a message coming in, or this is indicating, Taurus, you need to have a sit down conversation with someone. There may be a need to get things out in the open, because we are talking about Scorpio full moon energy in your 7th house. So there could be a conversation that you want to have with somebody, but you are afraid to, because maybe you don't want to hurt anyone's feelings. Maybe you don't want this person to walk away from you. Maybe you and this person have good chemistry, or y'all have good sex. And maybe it's like you are asking yourself, is this worth it? Is this person a part of my future? Because a lot of you, like I said, you see this. You want the status, you want the money, you want everything that comes with being the Queen of Pentacles, okay? It's just an energy, fellas, okay? Don't focus too much on the Queen of Pentacles. It's the energy. So yeah, some of you either need to have a conversation with someone, Taurus, or you need to walk away from this person that's not really adding anything to your life. Like, you can have sex with anyone. You want something a little bit more fulfilling. And also another storyline I'm getting is some of you are wondering if making a move towards this fire sign would be worth it. And if you feel like this person can get you here to the Queen of Cups, the Queen of Pentacles, then go for it. It's gonna in order for you to do that, Taurus, you need to be emotionally available. And some of you are not emotionally available. Not with this 5 of Cups and this 8 of Cups in reverse. So in order to capture the heart of this person, you've got to be emotionally available, which may be hard to do because you could be thinking of, past relationships, past situations where you got played and you don't want to experience that again. So deal with those feelings, and then you can attach or detach yourself from this person. Okay, Taurus, I hope that was helpful. Now I am going to Gemini. Hey Gemini, so this full moon in Scorpio energy is in your 6th house. You may try to bring some type of stability or consistency when it comes to your daily routine and you achieving whatever it is that you're trying to accomplish right now. So, as it relates to your career, your job, the women in your life. So, for an example, if you're a woman watching this, maybe there are a group, you have like a core group of female friends, and you're trying to work on that relationship, or you're just trying to spend time with your friends. That may require you to figure out what it is you need to do to make time for those friends. This could be a desire. When we talk about Scorpio 8th house energy, we don't necessarily have to talk about things that are dark and taboo. It could be you need to get out, you need to have a girls night out. It could also deal with managing your day and basically organizing your day, organizing your routine, organizing your habits as well, organizing what you do on a day-to-day basis, where you're not as anxious, you're not overthinking, you're not overanalyzing. There could be a lot that comes up for you, Gemini, especially things that you think of on a subconscious level. There could be something here, that triggers you into wanting to make sense of whatever this deep passion that you have, this deep desire that you have. Maybe you realize that you work too much and you need to have more fun. Scorpio, this is in your 6th house, which is the house of Virgo. Virgo and Scorpio work well together. So it may be what I feel specifically for some of you, if you want the same success as someone, especially when it comes to your career, it would be to your betterment if you pick someone at your job or, in your organization. Speak with them. If you can't speak with them, research them, investigate them, which is Scorpio energy. Figure out what they did to get to where they are so you can emulate that. And from my astrology oracle deck, we have Dignified that came out for you. We have 12th house that came out. That's Pisces energy. We have Venus energy that came out. And so this is Taurus season. Taurus is ruled by Venus. And so the numbers 13, 50, 21 could be significant, or the numbers 3, 5, and 4. 3, 4, 5 could be significant. So with Pisces energy here, Venus energy here, strength here. Some of you have a crush on someone and they don't know it. You may feel like this person may not measure up to the type of image that you want to give out or show people, or vice versa. Maybe you feel like you don't have what it takes to be with this person. Some of you, as it relates to what I was just talking about with the 6th house, some of you think that you don't have what it takes to gain that position, to get that type of responsibility or job title. And you do. This is telling you to take on more Venus energy. So Taurus, this is Taurus season. It could be very significant for your career advancement. It's also telling you to tell people what you want, especially if you have a crush on someone, especially if there is a career path that you're interested in. One of the easiest ways to get what you want is to tell people what you want. And if people don't know what you want, Gemini, then how can people help you? And some of you may feel vulnerable by telling people what it is you want, what it is you want to accomplish. For your tarot, we have the Knight of Swords, which talks about giving someone a message or receiving a message. We have Ace of Pentacles and the Lovers, both in reverse. The Gemini, the Lovers card, a lot of people say this is Gemini energy. I feel like this is 7th house energy as well. So Libra, they're both air signs. But this is saying that if you haven't, you've experienced some type of rejection. You got some type of message that, was a rejection letter. Maybe you did apply for a position and you didn't get it, or, something similar. Maybe this full moon energy will make you see that you and this person, whether it's a romantic relationship or not, maybe, you just can't, the two of you can't get along. You're not gaining anything from this. You could be losing out on something, money, some type of material, tangible good. Maybe you're the person that's always giving and no one is giving to you. So this is, again, messages coming in. Or this is some type of like action that you take and people will look at it as if you are acting on an impulse and you're not. This is something that you've been thinking about for a minute, because whoever this is or whatever it is, it's affecting your money. It could also be affecting your confidence, your self-esteem, with the Queen of Wands here. Queen of Wands is someone who's popular. Some of you have a social media following, or you want a social media following. And so you're thinking about, the company that you keep. You're thinking about, how can I get to the next level? This Queen of Wands is basically saying you need to get out, you need to network. You could be with someone that you feel is holding you back. Maybe you feel like this particular job that you have is holding you back. Or, maybe you just feel like that you are capable of doing more. So this card is here to remind you. It's also letting you know that if you're wondering if this crush that you have, if they like you too. And they think that you look good too. So go on and take your shot. You may be dealing with a Libra, a Gemini, a Leo, a Pisces, a Taurus. So Gemini, that is your reading. I hope it was helpful. Now I am going to Cancer. Oh, Gemini, one more thing. So I looked down and your card was at the top of the deck. So again, it says Gemini and cross pollinate. I want to read what that means. Hold on. So this card, Gemini, it confirms what I was talking about. When you get this card, the card Gemini asks us to weave a web of connections and build networks with humor and all forms of communication. So like I was saying, people cannot help you if you don't verbalize what you want and what you need help with. And as far as the action, it is basically telling you to be more open, communicate, tell people what it is that you want, including, for some of you, this person that you have a crush on. All right, bye. Hey Cancer, so this full moon in Scorpio energy is in your 5th house. Is there something that you have been trying to manifest or materialize? It may be a creative project, or it may be a business that you're trying to get off the ground, a project that you're working on. With the Magician in reverse, bottom of the deck, there could be a delay here. There could be communication delays, or this could just signify that your current energy right now is just frustration over not turning out the way you would like. A Gemini or a Virgo could be significant. next month in, not next month, well, yeah, in Gemini season. So we're in Taurus season. The next season is Gemini. So Gemini season could be very significant for you. But this energy is in your fifth house. So there could be some deep, dark desires. You got to be careful here, right? The fifth house is sun energy. It's Leo energy. So your deep, dark desires, your secrets, things that you hide from other people could be put on display. And it could be put on display, Cancer, by people that they're mad at you. Okay, I don't know if you watched the introduction or not, but this is the type of energy where people can come back and try to get revenge over something that happened between the two of you, over a conversation. And so if you have any ops like that, if you have any enemies like that, they could expose something about you that you really didn't want people to know. Or you could do this to someone. Okay. Now, as I say that, the card for Saturn came out. Saturn is about karma. And it's also about time, meaning that time is not real. And like I was saying before in the introduction, we're dealing with Scorpio energy. Scorpios don't forgive or forget. So you thinking that, you haven't talked to this person in a couple of years, they haven't forgotten, and they will probably come back if they feel like getting revenge on you is what they need to do to move on with their life. Like, that's just Scorpio energy. So be mindful of what you say to people. Be mindful of how you treat people. This could be a very transformative full moon for you, Cancer, because the full moon is at 4 degrees Scorpio. And although, we're dealing with your fellow water sign, issues about how you nurture your family, issues with your mother, the mother figures in your life, the women in your life could be of significance right now. And the South Node keeps coming out for everybody, and I'm shuffling these cards really good. So I feel like, as far as like right now, the collective, we really need to get away from people, places, and things from our past that just do not align with where we're trying to go. This could be certain groups that you're in, certain friendships, certain partnerships, Cancer, that you just need to let go of and detach from, because it's not really for your benefit in the future. And then we have Vesta, which I forgot this card. Hold on. So check this out, Cancer. So Vesta is the second largest and brightest asteroid between Jupiter and Mars, and was named after Vesta, the oldest goddess of hearth, home, the family, and the center of a strong community. So this card, Cancer, is basically saying that you need to evaluate yourself and your life and where you are right now. And each human task is to help reduce the total suffering on earth and increase joy. Your joy and suffering matter as much, neither more nor less, than anyone else's. Do not burn yourself up for another's cause, nor withhold your warmth. So basically, Cancer, this is saying that you need to watch out for becoming bitter. And you may be holding on to relationships or just the memories of relationships that's causing you to be bitter. And it may, with Saturn here, be it could cause restrictions on whatever it is that you're trying to manifest. You see how all of that was connected? So Cancer, it's easy for you to become jaded and bitter because even as children, you're very nurturing, you're very giving, and some people take advantage of that. Or somewhere along the line, someone made you feel like you don't need to be nurturing, and you need to be cutthroat and ruthless. And that works against you. You're being in your low vibrational frequency as a Cancer. So this energy is basically saying that whoever this is, or whatever it is, or whatever it was, you don't need to keep holding on to this. And so the Scorpio full moon energy may cause something to happen where you have no choice to let go of these thoughts and feelings that you're having. Some of you refuse to take this L, and you are holding on to these feelings. You're holding on to the loss. You're holding on to whatever it is that didn't work out. And some of you are not allowing yourself to feel the defeat. Some of you are not allowing yourself to feel, okay, this person hurt me. It didn't work out the way I thought it would. And that kind of staying in that energy will affect whatever it is that you're trying to make happen. With the High Priestess here, this is more water energy. And again, this is telling you, Cancer, there are some emotions that you just need to let it go. Let it go. You broke up with that person 10 years ago. That happened to you when you were a child. Why are you still letting people or making people suffer for what someone else did to you? Suffer from what your mother did to you, what your high school girlfriend, boyfriend did to you. Get over it. And the best way to get over it is to feel that loss. But some of you don't want to do that. And what's so crazy to me when it comes to Cancers is, you think of Cancers being as loving and nurturing and caring, especially the women and men too. It's like y'all can be so want to be ruthless and cutthroat. Like, what is it with y'all? Yeah, King of Wands in reverse. This came out for Aries. If you have Aries, check that video. But it's causing you to get into like being reckless, causing drama, causing conflict. Not being the voice of reason, not being the voice of, someone who's caring and sympathetic. You want to show out because you feel like maybe that's how you get what you want. You want to go and cuss people out because you feel like that's your way of taking power and control over a situation. It's not. People don't respect who they fear. People don't respect who they don't want to work with. What is this about? And if it's not you, then it's someone that is treating you like this, and you need to reevaluate the relationship that you have with this person. Again, this is someone, because we're dealing with your 5th house, this is someone that, because of the relationship that you have, because of the conflict that you had with this person, they can come back and expose you. Or you feel like you need to expose this person. Someone could come in under the guise of, with the Knight of Cups, wanting to apologize, wanting to talk to you, wanting to tell you how they feel. And it's because they haven't gotten over how things ended, how you left things with them. With the 10 of Swords in reverse, they may want to talk about, the ending that the two of you had. Or, Cancer, I just want to talk to you about, what happened between the two of us. And they are wearing a fake mask with the King of Pentacles in reverse. This is Taurus energy. Taurus people can be very ruthless, and so we are dealing with Taurus because it's Taurus season. The opposite sign of Taurus is Scorpio, so we're dealing with all of that. So this, I feel, It's really warning some of you. Somebody is not, they're not trying to extend an olive branch. Someone is trying to get back at you. Someone's trying to expose you. And if it's not you, then this is something that you could be doing, or this is something that is happening around you. Now, if that doesn't resonate with you and your situation, let's do some rearranging here. Some of you could be trying to make something work with someone, and it hasn't worked in the past. It's like the minute you get over this person, you hear from them, and they could be, you know, coming back like they've changed, that something is different about them, and it's not. So Cancer, control your emotions right now. Now, the good thing with this full moon in Scorpio, it could bring you a gift. It could bring you the gift of some type of closure, maybe even a reconciliation. But at the same time, is this person really who you want to be with? Now, for some of you, this is someone that you want to be with. For others of you, this interaction that you have with this person from the past is just meant to give you closure so that you can move on. Okay. So Cancer, that is your reading. I hope it was helpful. Leave me a comment, and I am going to Leo. Leo, how are you doing? This Scorpio full moon is in your 4th house. So issues or situations involving your family, your home, your living arrangements, your security could come up now, especially if these are themes that came up for you last year during Scorpio season. So with the full moon being here, there could be some relationships that will transform. There could be some situations with your family that you need to take power and control over. There could be some situations with your family where either someone is helping you financially or someone is draining you financially. With this energy being here in the 4th house, which is the house of the moon, and like I said in the introduction, Scorpio doesn't like being with the moon. The moon doesn't like being in the constellation of Scorpio. There could be some exposing going on, or the result of someone exposing a family member. That issue, that situation could come up again for you. Okay, so maybe it's some past childhood wounds that are coming up that you need to deal with. Maybe it's just, you know, family drama that you need to deal with, or that you need to detach from, because if you don't, it could affect you mentally, it could affect you emotionally, it could somehow, some way bring drama and conflict to your home, and you don't want that. Okay, the astrology cards that came out for you: solar flares, we have transits, which we're talking about the full moon transit right now and how it affects you, and we're talking about solar calm. So with solar calm here, you need to clarify something. You need to stay quiet and observe what is going on around you per this book. I don't have all the cards memorized. And as far as the action, you need to work towards steady progress and play the long game. Okay, some of you could be on the verge of giving up. Not just on, you know, a family situation. You know, it could be your emotions regarding your family, the emotions regarding, you know, your home life. what's going on inside of your home. This is asking you to be just a little bit more patient. And when it comes to solar flares, it's talking about you want something new. You want new answers to whatever problem it is that you are facing right now. Therapy could be an answer for you, especially if this is like things that you're dealing with, from your childhood, or just like I said before, family drama. This could also be security. Maybe you don't feel stable, maybe you don't feel secure in your skin, and this is asking you to, like, you gotta do something different. As far as the action changes in the air, and you may be restless right now. You may be searching for some type of change, and that change starts with you. And so for some of you, like I said, it involves therapy. It also is like a warning that this full moon transit, something could trigger a deep emotion that you have that you don't want to deal with, a deep desire that you feel like you'll never obtain. Let's get into your tarot. Bottom of the deck for you, Leo. Nine of Wands, which talks about feeling restless, feeling wounded, feeling like not necessarily bitter, but you're getting there because you're like, what am I doing all this for? What am I doing all this fighting for? Why am I putting so much energy into this? So you could be questioning a lot right now, Leo, especially when it comes to your close relationships. It also talks about like a confrontation. Maybe you're not comfortable confronting someone. Whatever this is, you're getting justice, or the karma of the situation will be in your favor. We also have Page of Swords. So right off the back, we have a lot of air energy. This is something that you steady think about all the time. You could be searching someone's social media for answers, or someone could be doing this to you. You could be, replaying, negative things that have been said about you in the past, negative things that have been done to you, and you're wanting some type of justice for that. And until you get that justice, some of you are in your hanged man or hanged one energy. You are doing a lot of self-sabotaging. You're not standing up for yourself. You're not being vocal. You're not getting out. You can't really focus on anything else because you're focusing on how somebody did you wrong previously, right? I feel like I'm talking to myself, and it's like you can't think about anything else. Let's do some clarifying. Yeah, you're stagnant. Some of you, it's hard for you to move forward. You're stagnant. You don't have any direction. Some of you are having to start over, or you are being advised to start over. I'm a Leo rising, and I try to leave my energy out of these readings that I do for you all. But when it comes to astrology, let me let you in on something personal. So I'm a Leo rising. I have Scorpio in my 4th house. Last Scorpio season, there was some family issues that I addressed, and it transformed my relationship with these specific family members. And it's been hurtful. It's been very painful. And the minute I thought that I was, I had got to the point where I accepted it, that hurt came up again. And I was like, why am I feeling like this? Like, why is it so painful? And I was like, oh, it's the full moon in Scorpio. That's why all of these feelings, feel more intense. And so some of you can feel like me, like when you are thinking about, the relationship ending with someone that you love, someone that you're very close to, it hurts. And so some of you could be holding on to that and you are unable to move forward with the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. So I say all that to say I started therapy again. And, I have positive, as I say that the moon came out, I have positive expectations for that. So if you're thinking about starting therapy, I definitely recommend it for you can talk to someone about these situations that you keep replaying over and over. With the moon, again, this full moon, the next 2 weeks, maybe even the next month, could be very significant towards your growth and your healing. There's definitely something here that you're not seeing or you're not getting. For some of you, this means that you need to date, and everyone that you date, everyone that you meet is not meant to be your husband or wife. You can't look at that person like that. You have to keep your options open. And that doesn't mean cheat. That doesn't mean deceive people. It means to keep your options open. Allow yourself to get to know someone. This is also talking about you are getting, or you will get, clarity over whatever it is that is confusing you. We have Pisces, Cancer here. We have Libra, Gemini, Earth, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. It could be anyone, but those are the main energy. So Leo, I hope that was helpful. Leave me a comment. Let me know what you think. And I am going to Virgo. Virgo, what it do? So with this full moon in Scorpio, this energy is in your third house. Right off the bat, I want you to pay attention when you're driving. Leave that phone alone. And that's not me saying that something could happen to you. You want to be alert because accidents could happen around you. Okay. This energy is in your third house, and the third house deals with local travel. It also deals with your environment. So I want you to be on alert. Look out the peephole before you open the door. Check your surroundings before you lock your door when you're leaving. Check your surroundings at night. I want you to be extra cautious, okay? Your astrology cards that came out, we have opposition, which is the energy that we're dealing with right now, with the sun in Taurus and the moon in Scorpio, which produces the full moon in Scorpio. There could be confrontation that happens to you or around you. And we have the sun. The sun, like I said, is in Taurus energy. So when we talk about confrontation, we talk about what's going on in your third house, right? So everybody could be on edge right now, and you work very well with Scorpio energy. It's like a sextile energy here. So this is how it looks for you, Virgo. You could slip up and say something that you ordinarily wouldn't say, like something you could slip up and say something that you were thinking about, but you didn't want people to know that you felt this way or you were thinking about that. So be careful. Think before you say, because there's an energy here of you wanting to communicate what you really think about something or how you really feel about someone, and that could rub people the wrong way, and it could also cause unnecessary drama and conflict. Okay. Especially, road rage could be an issue. Someone wanting to take power and control over a situation. So they may put words in your mouth. They may say that you said something you didn't say, or something that you said could be taken out of context. We are coming out of Mercury retrograde in a couple of days. Well, actually the 23rd or the 24th. You are Mercury ruled. So as we go into this post shadow of Mercury retrograde, you don't want to be put in a situation where you have regrets over something that you said or something that you revealed. Okay, especially if it wasn't your business to reveal. Okay. So as far as your tarot, we have the World. So this is your current energy. You want to start something new. You are beginning to start a new chapter. This is Aquarius, Leo, Scorpio, Taurus energy. Some of you could be very stubborn, meaning that you feel the only way for you to have this new start, or the only way for you to have this new beginning, is it has to happen the way that you want it to happen. There could be some frustration around that, Virgo, where it's not panning out the way that you thought it should or would. Lots of delays here. We have the Devil, which is Capricorn energy. We have the Knight of Pentacles in reverse, which is your energy. And we also have Eight of Wands in reverse, which is fire. Something or someone that you're holding on to could be getting in the way of progress. It could be causing unnecessary conflict in your life. There could be some type of confrontation that comes up in the next couple of weeks. And this confrontation needs to happen so that you can get out of this stagnant energy. You feel like maybe you're not going anywhere. Maybe you feel like you don't have any direction. Maybe you feel like this thing that you're trying to manifest is not happening. And it could be due to you being tied to someone that you need to let go of. It doesn't have to be a romantic partner, but it could be a lifestyle. It could be a way of thinking. It could be your environment, because this full moon is in your third house. It could be the people that you hang around, people that you grew up with. There's some type of toxic situation here where you're going to get to a point where you're getting tired of always having conflict with this person or these people. King of Pentacles came out, and this is more Taurus energy. This Taurus season could be very significant for you. But this is saying that a lot of you want this. A lot of you want success. You want money. You want wealth. You want to live in luxury. Okay. In order to get to this, you've got to have the uncomfortable conversations with people. And you've got to let this devil energy go. And once you do that, the delays will cease. You'll have more direction. Things will start to fall into place. But there's someone here where they're holding you back spiritually, energetically, mentally, emotionally even. And it could be someone that you've known for a long time, someone that you've been connected to for a long time, and you need to let it go. I'm being drawn to draw one more card. What's the advice? You got to get out of this energy. If someone is making you feel like this Four of Cups, uninterested, not really happy, not really content, or someone that just makes you uncomfortable, you need to let that person go. And I feel like this is like, for some of you, it could be a family member, or it could be some type of like long-term relationship that you have an issue with breaking ties with this person. So Virgo, that is what you could expect with this full moon. I hope this was helpful. Leave me a comment. Let me know what you think. And I am on to Libra. Hey Libra, this Scorpio full moon is in your second house. And so this could be a little, this energy could be a little difficult for you, right? So we are in Taurus season, and Scorpio is the opposite energy of Taurus. This energy is in your second house, which is the house of Taurus. So here's how it could play out for some of you. The second house deals with, you know, the voice, our throat chakra, the people, places, and things that we care about, how we love, how we want to be loved. With Scorpio here, there's like an underworld theme surrounding what we love. Okay, you could your vices could trigger you, you know, especially if you've had issues with drugs and alcohol. There could be something that triggers you to overindulge in that area. There could be something here that triggers you to spend too much money on things you don't need. There could be, I'm sorry, y'all, there could be energy here that causes you to pop off on people and say things that you ordinarily wouldn't say. You could also reveal your innermost thoughts and feelings at this time as well, which could cause you to be more relatable or not relatable. So if you are unhappy with, you know, your material possessions, the money that you have on hand, you know, the type of money or the type of things that, you know, you would like to have, you know, maybe you want a new car, maybe you want a new wardrobe, maybe you want to look a certain way. If you're not really happy in that area of your life, you could start taking it out on other people. And like I was saying before, you could let people in on, you know, what you really think about people and what you really want to say to this person. This type of energy is not really good for that, because people will be very, they want all the smoke. Basically, this full moon in Scorpio is about people wanting all the smoke. So be careful about what you say, how you say it. You don't want to appear like you're just doing whatever, Libra, to get along with people. People will be able to sense that you're being fake and not genuine. Let people know how you feel, but also just be mindful as to how you deliver the message, because it will be very easy for people to be offended. So the card that came out for you, Sun, and we have Solar Calm, and we have Vesta. These cards came out earlier. So it's Taurus season. Don't do anything with that will cause you to be uncomfortable. Don't do anything that will embarrass you later. We are about to get out of Mercury retrograde, and then we have that post shadow period after the retrograde. You could be put in a situation where you will have to take accountability for something that you said to someone in the recent past. And you don't want to be in a situation where drama from work could follow you home. Drama from, you know, your friend group is following you home, figuratively and literally. Okay, you don't want drama to show up at your doorstep because you were feeling big and bad one day and you said something that was just out of pocket. Okay, we are dealing with full moon Scorpio energy. People do not give a fuck. They want all the smoke. And you don't need to be that person that is giving someone ammunition to lose their life or their freedom. So I hope that makes sense. Just be mindful of what you say. There could be some type of argument that could bring some of this energy out. If it's not you, it's happening around you or to you. As far as your tarot, we have 5 of Cups, bottom of the deck. This is about getting over a loss or finally getting on the other side of that. Okay, we have 9 of Pentacles, we have 6 of Swords, 2 of Swords, 6 of Swords in reverse. For some of you, you could be in a friends with benefits type of situation, and if it's off right now, it's about to be on and popping again. So if you're not talking to this friends with benefits partner, they're coming back with the 6 of Swords. The 2 of you could also be mirroring each other. Another storyline with the 9 of Pentacles here. This is talking about being comfortable. This is talking about enjoying the fruit of your labor. There could also be some type of conversation or opportunity that comes back around, Libra, that you've been waiting for, that you've been wanting, that you've been praying for, and it's keeping you, it's adding to your stability, it's adding to your comfort, it's adding to what makes you feel happy and abundant. This is also Taurus energy. There could be some significant conversations that happen to you during Taurus season. I feel like for some of you, you could be smoothing things over with someone, ending some type of conflict with someone. Someone could be coming back to like fix something. You know, this could be you or someone that you're dealing with. And your advice here is, we got the Knight of Swords, 2 of Wands, Ace of Pentacles in reverse. Your advice here is, if it doesn't put money in your pocket, if it doesn't make you feel good, if it brings more confusion and drama than it does happiness and fulfillment, let it go. Go another direction. For some of you, this is some type of job opportunity, and you know, it was cool 6 months ago, a year ago, but what they're offering right now, it's not good enough. It may not be good enough, or it's just not the opportunity that you thought it was. So yes, an opportunity could come back around for you. Don't make any knee-jerk decisions. Don't do anything impulsively, even if you do need the money. Think about where it is that you're trying to go. And if the money doesn't align, I don't tell people what to do, but why take it, you know? So Libra, that is your reading. I hope it was helpful. Leave me a comment, and I am going to Scorpio. Hey, what's going on, Scorpio? This is your full moon, Scorpio. Okay, so this energy is transforming you. You are learning, or you could be put in a situation where you are trying to figure out how do you take power and control over a situation so that you can be on top, right? So this full moon is happening in your first house, of course, if you are Scorpio rising. And this is something about you is transforming. So, you know, like I said in the introduction, if you watched it, think back to what was going on with you during Scorpio season last year. So October, November of last year, what was going on? You know, this could be like the continuation of that, or like the denouement or the climax of that situation that you had going on back then. It can be very easy for you to get triggered. You could get frustrated. You could be struggling with, what you want to hold on to versus what you need to let go of in order for you to feel a little bit more comfortable, for you to get a little bit more money in your pocket, for you to be fulfilled in your relationship, in your body. Taurus energy is about the five senses. Scorpio energy is too, but it's deeper, it's darker, it's, on a intuitive basis. So some of you during this time, you could want to withdraw, you could want to isolate yourself because you have like these deep inner feelings and thoughts that you're trying to figure out, how do you transform this? How do you transmute what it is that you're feeling? Now, if you are fine personally, if you are fulfilled, with where you are right now, then whatever negativity that comes your way, you will be able to transmute it into something positive, basically. But if you're not happy with you as a person, with yourself, then this will be a time of like some deep reflection. So your astrology cards that came out, Virgo, or the sixth house, solar flares, which is talking about activating your power, activating the energy from the sun. The number 6, 17 could be significant. The number 8 could be significant as well. So basically, some of you are trying to accomplish something. You're trying to manifest something, and you feel like some of you could be really questioning a lot. You're going within. You're doing a lot of introspective thinking. Some of you just need to be more consistent about what it is that you're trying to do. Taurus season is, with the solar flares here, it's reminding you that Taurus season is about whatever you came up with in Aries season that you wanted to do, that you wanted to accomplish. Taurus season is the time for you to organize, plan, not necessarily execute anything, but it's about planning. You're in your planning stages, and you've got to plan, Scorpio, using Virgo energy, which means you need to come up with a plan that you can consistently do on a consistent basis. So if you want to lose weight, you've got to come up with some type of workout plan that you can do, that you can keep up with. If you want to change your eating, you've got to come up with something, a way of eating, a diet that you can do consistently. Okay, so let's get into your tarot. You could also, if you are under a lot of stress, you could suffer from headaches, migraines. There could be like a lot of internal issues that could lead to being paranoid. That's one of the low vibrational qualities of Scorpio energy, being paranoid about everything. So watch out for that. Bottom of the deck, we have the Hierophant in reverse. This is more Taurus energy. The energy that some of you are in, you could be dealing with a non-traditional relationship. It could be, you could be dealing with, maybe you are a member of the LGBTQ community. Maybe you are seeing someone, y'all together, but you really ain't together, but you are. It ain't nothing official, but you are together. Maybe you're dealing with someone and they don't want a commitment, or for whatever reason you don't want to commit to this person, or they don't want to commit to you. So let's see what's going on. Watch out for those vices as well. Some of you could go to a dark place when you're not happy, and some Scorpio risings, they can have unhealthy coping mechanisms, alcohol, drugs, sex, things that are considered taboo in our society as well. I say that because you have a lot of cards. Well, not a lot, but all these cards came out in reverse. King of Pentacles in reverse. Knight of Cups in reverse. Three of Cups in reverse. Your emotions are all over the place. And for some of you, your emotions are all over the place, so much so that you are not really focusing on what's important. You're not focusing on the task at hand. You're not focusing on what you need to complete. You're not focusing on your responsibilities. For some of you, there is some type of addiction here that you could be dealing with, or whoever this person is that you're in a relationship with. For some of you, it's not an addiction, it's just low self-esteem. And you get so lost into trying to figure out how to get out of this funk. And I hope me saying that you have to really plan out your next steps and be consistent helps you. Some of you, you're not successful because you let emotion lead you with the Knight of Cups and the Three of Cups in reverse. You can't be consistent if you let emotion lead you. So this is basically saying, Scorpio, you need to be a little bit more grounded. You need to be a little bit more practical. You need to make sense of your emotions. You can't sit around all day and just feel these negative emotions, especially from people, places, and things from the past. You need to get over it, and you need to make a decision about what it is that you want to do and what you want to accomplish, and set a plan to accomplish that. What's your advice? Let it go. Some of you are dealing with a situation that you can't really, I don't want to say you can't win, but you've already lost. Some of you've lost money, time. You put effort into something, and there's always some type of conflict. There's also always some type of issue with this. These two fives, the number 5 could be significant, but it makes me feel some of you are trying to accomplish something that's like a project. For some of you, you're creative. You're trying to do something creative, and you're trying to navigate and accomplish this using your emotions. That's cool. Emotions make good art, but executing that art to make it successful, you'll need to plan, and you'll need to be consistent, because you don't want to lose money. Some of you have lost money. Maybe you spent money on things and you didn't do anything with it. Some of you, I feel like you have a project that's completed, but you won't release it. Okay. So Scorpio, I hope that was helpful. Leave me a comment, and I am on to Sagittarius. Hey, Sagittarius. I'm a Sagittarius too. If you're interested in this sweatshirt, I sell them on my site. I'll put that information in the description box. But happy full moon. This is the Scorpio full moon. This energy is in your 12th house. Scorpio, this is a water house, so Scorpio likes being here. Unfortunately for you, someone who, for the most part, Sagittarius is, we're optimistic. We don't like feeling bad. We don't like feeling stifled or controlled. Your emotions may take power and control over you. Okay, for the next month. Issues that you don't want to deal with could come up. Emotions that you don't want to deal with could come up, especially if it deals with like your mental health, situations that you took an L on. and you could feel some kind of way that you didn't take power and control over that situation or power and control over that person. Some of us will, especially if you are a Sagittarius rising, some of you will be in this space of, dang, if I would have said something, or if I would have did something differently, if I would have said this, if I would have said that, you could be replaying a lot of past situations that may not be that good for your health. Okay. This is happening in your 12th house. So whatever you're dealing with on a deep emotional, subconscious, mental level, it could be exposed. It could come to the surface. And because you're feeling not the best inside, you could take that out on the people around you, which could cause conflict. And if you watch the introduction, this is not the full moon to be having grudges and fights and arguments, because it may not end well. People will reveal how they really feel about you, how they really think about you, and vice versa. And it can make the situation worse. Your astrology card that came out is Taurus. Okay, this is Taurus season. This is talking about cultivate. What else? This keeps coming out. It's talking about, home, health, security, how you nurture. Some of you need to love on yourself, basically. This is what this is telling me. Taurus is ruled by Venus. You may need to do more self-care. With Taurus being in your 6th house, money could be an issue for some of you, which could also add to this depressive state that some of you are in. Self-care, love on yourself, be gentle with yourself, give yourself grace. Understand that, I feel like I'm talking to myself, but understand that you're not the only person that is going through what you are going through. Some of you, and I was saying this in the Leo reading, I had to make an appointment with a therapist because I need help figuring out, these past hurts that are coming back up. And some of you may need to do the same thing. Okay. So let's get into your tarot, especially if you are not fulfilled with your job or what it is that you do for money. If you're not fulfilled in that area, it could have a negative effect on how you feel mentally and emotionally. Bottom of the deck, this just came out, and I'm shuffling these cards really good, y'all. So this is telling me that the collective, this Scorpio full moon energy is basically making us confront the people, places, and things that we need to let go of. We need to feel that hurt. We need to feel that loss so that we can get over it. And that is what Scorpio energy is. It kind of brings up those deep feelings that you don't want to feel, but you got to feel them in order to get over it. This is telling you that healing is not too far away with the 5 of Cups in reverse. This is also talking about, you feeling the loss of a partnership. You're getting over the pain of someone. Some of you, you're getting out of a bad relationship, and maybe that is the cause of some of your mental angst right now. Okay. With the Temperance in reverse right off the bat, some of you are not being patient with yourself. You're not giving yourself grace. Like I was saying earlier, you got to love on yourself. This is what this energy is telling me. You got to love on yourself. You got to be patient for this new beginning that you're trying to manifest, this victory that you're trying to manifest. Some of you, you just want to win. Some of you, you haven't experienced a win in a long time. This is Aquarius, Leo, Scorpio, Taurus energy. Some of you, you're so hooked on the feeling of holding on to someone, like you may have hope that that person will come around, and according to these cards, they might, but you've got to let that energy go so that something good can come in. We got the Ace of Pentacles, Four of Pentacles in reverse, Six of Cups in reverse. So this is automatically letting me know that some of you haven't let go of something or someone, or a situation that happened between, you know, an ex-partner maybe, or just not being able to let go of something that happened to you in the past, right? Because this energy is in your this energy is in your 12th house, Sagittarius. And then with the Four of Pentacles in reverse, this is talking about slowly allowing someone to come in, someone to come close to you, slowly allowing yourself to feel comfortable. Also, if you are having money issues, that could be changing with the Ace of Pentacles. Some of you could be moving. There will be a situation where you can move, or this is just letting you know there could be some type of situation that happens and you really are being cautioned to take control of your emotions. Okay. A Pisces, a Cancer could be significant. Water is here, Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer. But yeah, love on yourself, Sagittarius. Love on yourself. Get the help if you need it. Allow yourself to feel the loss so that that new positive energy can come in. I hope that was helpful. And now I am on Capricorn. Hey Capricorn, so this full moon in Scorpio is in your 11th house, and the 11th house, Scorpio doesn't always do well here, and here's why I say that. So when we talk about Scorpio, we are talking about this energy is mysterious. You know, they keep things under wraps. You don't always know what they're thinking or feeling. And when you are trying to establish, you know, a bond with your acquaintances or your circle of friends, or you're trying to establish a relationship in an organization, or, you know, just the people that you associate with in general, it doesn't always work, because some people can take this energy as you trying to be sneaky, you're trying to be slick, you know, you trying to get something out of the situation. You could just come across as someone who your intentions are not positive, your intentions are not on the up and up, basically. So you got to be careful with this energy here. And so there could be some things that comes to the surface about your circle of friends, you know, what you are associating with. If you've been associating with the wrong things, it could come out, it could be exposed. Okay, so your vices, certain organizations that you belong to, certain things that you do online, it could be exposed. Especially like if, I don't know, like you have like a fake Instagram account, like somehow, some way that could be revealed. Somebody could expose you online. The 11th house deals with social media, the internet. Your cards that came, speaking of which, Aquarius came out. Aquarius rules the 11th house. You may find out the truth about someone in your circle of friends, someone that you've been associating with. First house, this is Mars energy or Aries energy. Mars is also the other ruler of Scorpio. We have North Node here. We have the 11th house. Again, Aquarius in 11th house. Somebody is about to be exposed, or something about you is about to be exposed. Someone's true intentions are about to be exposed, Capricorn. And I really feel that strongly. I feel like this is a warning. We have Cancer, which is moon energy. The moon rules Cancer. And we have transits, which we are talking about right now. So this full moon transit could be a very emotional one for you with these two cards, Capricorn. And I know, you know, Capricorns, y'all don't do emotions like that. But you could be very disappointed in something that comes out concerning, you know, an organization, you know, people in your circle of friends, and their relationships, or what those people in your circle associate with, who they associate with. You know, maybe you find out this person associates with an enemy of yours. And this could also with first house and North Node. So your first house is ruled by Aries, and right now the North Node is in Aries. You got to do something for you, and that may include cutting someone off that doesn't serve you well, that they don't mean you well, they don't want the best for you. This could be like a non-reciprocal type relationship where they're getting the benefits of being with you, but you're not getting anything being with them. The fact that you fool with this person, that you associate with this person, you're not getting anything out of it. They're getting all of the gains, all of the clout, all of the exposure, but you're not getting anything. I can't make this up. Look down at the deck, Capricorn. Achieve. You got something that you're trying to accomplish, and this person may be in the way, or this is not the person that is meant to be on this journey with you. This is not the person that's going to help you get to the next level. And it doesn't have to be anyone romantic. It could be, you know, someone that you have a friendship with. Let's see what's going on with your tarot. Bottom of the deck, we have Virgo energy with the Hermit. So this is like a time for self-reflection, going in, withdrawing from people, trying to figure out something. Like I said, it's Virgo energy. Someone could also be wanting to return, or this is you wanting to have a second chance. Maybe you did something or said something reckless. Maybe this person did or said something reckless to you. This is more Aries energy. Let's see. Yeah, an apology. An apology is coming. The World in reverse. So there's some type of situation that it's not really over, it's not really done, it's not really a thing, it's stagnant, and there needs to be some type of conversation so that you can move on. This could be some type of tough conversation that comes after an apology, or it just comes after someone with the Knight of Cups telling someone how they feel. Okay. Someone telling someone their emotions. Emotions are not always positive and about romance and stuff like that. This is also, it could be you, Capricorn, basically explaining to someone that you need to move on, you need to move forward. This could be like a resignation, because this relationship or this job is not going anywhere. You're trying to have a victory. You're trying to win, and you can't win in this job, in this space, in this relationship, in this friendship, in this organization. Some of you are being forced to, again, relive something that happened back in October or November of last year. That could be significant. What's the advice here? Some of you may be hurt because after you have this conversation, there could be like someone could ignore you. Someone could ghost you. Someone could block you. But at the end of the day, was this person really bringing anything to the table substantial? It may hurt, but in the long run, you know, what was this person doing for you? Now, if that doesn't resonate with you, resonate. Some of you are resigning from a job or a position in an organization, and you may get some backlash from that. You know, some of you are resigning from a position because you feel like you can make more money with your own business, and people may talk shit. Oh, you'll never be able to do that on your own. You'll never be able to do that without us. You'll never be able to do that without our support. You know, something like that. And it's like you're going to be put in a situation or this energy where you have to prove people wrong. You may have to sacrifice your comfort. You may have to put yourself on a budget. You may have to cut certain people off in order for you to focus on what it is that you need to focus on. But there's definitely some type of conversation that's going to end something. For some of you, it is a relationship with the Hierophant in reverse. This may not be a traditional relationship. It could be like a friends with benefits type of relationship. There could be someone here. You're tired of this. You're tired of either being single, or you're tired of being with someone that doesn't want to commit to you, right? And so with that, there comes, you have to have an uncomfortable conversation with this person so that you can move on. Whoever this is, they're not gonna like it, but you have to be a little bit selfish in this situation. Again, with the first house and North Node, it's all about you and what makes you happy, and what is going to give you that peace of mind so that you can get to your next chapter. Because some of you, you're not happy with where you are right now, and this person energetically or spiritually, they could be holding you back. All right, Capricorn. So that is your reading. I hope it was helpful. And now I am going to Aquarius. Child, Aquarius, I have had so many technical difficulties with your reading. I really feel like it's a message that the enemy doesn't want to get to you. I know that sounds so spiritual and all of that, but I have attempted to do your reading for like a good 30 minutes. So I think we're good. Okay. So Aquarius, I still have your cards on the table. This full moon in Scorpio is happening in your 10th house. So you could be trying to take power and control over your career, over your reputation, over your influence. Maybe you want more influence. Maybe you want more popularity. And so you could be coming up with ways to do that. You could just want to be popular, and you're coming up with ways to do that. You've got to be really careful with this energy being in your 10th house. The 10th house is the house of Capricorn, which is the house of Saturn. Saturn is in Pisces. So there could be a gift here, but the gift may be not what you want to hear. Okay, so hear me out. When Scorpio is here, the way that you achieve your success, the way that you achieve your power and your influence it may, to some people, if not done correctly, you could come across as someone who is an opportunist, only aligning yourself with people so that you can gain certain things from that relationship or that alliance. So what that may look like to you, I'll use social media as an example. Say, you have 10,000 followers and you're wanting to grow, your business, and you want to collaborate with someone that has 100,000 followers. That may not be a good idea because what you have to offer may not really reciprocate. So you could collaborate with someone who has more influence, but you may not get the results that you want because this person is already up here and you're trying to get to where this person is. This person may reject you and you may, take it really bad. You may take it as an insult, or someone may try to advise you against doing something like that. It may make sense for you to collaborate with someone who has 10,000 followers or less. That way, that collaboration can be more mutual beneficial to both of you. You may not want to hear that right now because you could be looking at, opportunities for growth. And some of you may feel like, well, if I want 100,000 followers, why wouldn't I want to work with someone who has 100,000 followers? And that kind of thinking could paint you in a negative light. It could paint you as someone who is an opportunist. You just want to use people for their clout. This is not the energy to do that. It's the energy to be not humble, but do things that make sense. Like, don't get too big for your britches, basically. So your astrology cards that came out, conjunction, we have that. We have a lot of energy in Taurus right now. Jupiter, Uranus, the sun is in Taurus. We have Virgo. We have debilitated. And we have perception. Your willingness to not work hard to get to where you want to be may work against you, and it may debilitate you in some kind of way. You may cut off someone that you don't need to cut off because they tell you what you don't want to hear, and that could be your downfall. You need people around you right now that are going to keep it real and keep you grounded with this energy that we're dealing with right now. Pluto is in Aquarius, so you are changing as a person anyway, and you want to make sure that you change for the better. You want to make sure that you take power and control over your life in a way that people won't perceive as being grimy or shady. Right? One way to do that is you need to be consistent with the Virgo here. And if you want to live a certain life, if you want to have a soft life, if you want to live a comfortable life, there are certain things that you've got to learn how to do consistently. And I feel for some of you, you don't know how to do that. And for some of you, it's just hearing and or getting advice from people that are not necessarily going to feed your ego. They may want to tell you what you don't want to hear. One bad trait about Aquarius, if somebody isn't talking the way you want them to talk, or they're not talking about what you want to hear, they're not telling you what you want to hear, you tend to dismiss those people. You may even cut those people off prematurely. And everyone that doesn't tell you what you don't want to hear, did I say that right? Everybody that tells you what you don't want to hear is not against you. They're not the enemy. And some of you need to be a little bit more realistic. You know, you can't be out here cutting off people that mean you well, or people that, you know, you've known for a long time, because they say something that you don't like. They say something that they're giving you advice and you don't want to hear it. Okay. As for your tarot, I forgot the card that was bottom of the deck, but basically the energy was that there could be, I think it was 5 of Cups in reverse. There could be something that you need to let go of. There could also be something, someone coming back around. It definitely could be, these are the first 2 cards that came out. It could be something or someone from your past that you haven't been able to let go of. They haven't been able to let go of you. 9 of Pentacles came out in reverse with the 4 of Wands. So this is saying that in order for you to get the stability that you want, you're going to have to do something right now that makes you uncomfortable. And for some of you, it may involve you doing the opposite of what you would normally do. I feel that strongly, because we have a Taurus energy here, and the moon is opposing or clashing with that energy. And this energy, this full moon energy, is about us detaching from something in order to attach ourselves to this person that we want to become. Okay, so your advice is, there may come a point in this month, Aquarius, where you've got to do something that makes you feel uncomfortable. Do something that you wouldn't ordinarily do. With the 7 of Pentacles in reverse, if you are unhappy with where you are in life, that's how you know you need to do something different. Okay, hope that was helpful. I feel like this is going to resonate with a lot of you, because I couldn't record this message for you for some reason. So I hope it was helpful. I am on Pisces now. Pisces, how are you? This Scorpio full moon is in your 9th house. This is your fellow water sign. This energy may cause you to reassess those emotions that you've been feeling. There could be some type of unexpected change to your living situation. Some of you need to be careful around water. Now, this could mean that you could experience some type of water damage even. We also have this being in your 9th house. This is the house of Jupiter. Jupiter right now is in Taurus. So your money could be expanding. It could be also your home life could be expanding in some kind of way. You could experience the gift of a commitment, the gift of improve finances. Now, if you've been putting out bad seeds, you may suffer the consequences of putting out bad seeds. But hopefully, for the most part, you've been, being a very positive and productive person. And so you could experience manifestation. Oh, the 9th house came out. This is talking about exploration. Some of you, you're going to be feeling emotions that you will explore. These emotions may cause you to have a different perspective about something or someone. We have the 10th house, which is about your reputation, your status in life, also authority and authority figures as well. And we have Venus, which is Venus rules Taurus. So, with all of this energy here, there could be some good news when it comes to a commitment, when it comes to your image, your reputation, your career, even. You could be getting a lot of gifts from Jupiter right now, which is good. And some of you are definitely, you are about to experience some type of romantic commitment, or your relationship is going to the next level. Let's see what your tarot is talking about. Strength card, bottom of the deck, Leo energy. Some of you are walking into this energy of being very confident and very sure of yourself. This is Sun energy, Leo energy. It talks about being confident. Some of you are walking towards something or someone that is actually matching your energy. Some of you got tired of waiting on someone with the Three of Wands in reverse, Two of Swords, and you're walking towards someone who is giving you what you give. Let's see. Yeah, a relationship. I feel like for some of you, this is someone that you've known for a while. Maybe you never looked at this person like that before, but it's like this person is so giving and so nurturing and so grounded. Your friendship association with this person will change into something that is either a romantic relationship or some type of collaboration, some type of business situation, because you got tired of waiting on someone to do something romantically or otherwise. And you're okay. Some of you are okay with the fact that you lost something in this situation. Some of you understand that the longer you stay in the situation, the more you'll end up losing. And so, again, like I was saying, this full moon can make you change your perspective about something. And so some of you, where you felt like you didn't have direction, where you felt like you didn't know which path to take, you will know what path to take for Taurus season. Okay, so for the next 3 to 4 weeks, you'll get the answers and the messages. And for some of you, it will just be there are men out there, there are women out there that just want to love you and want the best for you and want to treat you right. Now, if that doesn't resonate, this is someone who is coming back to take advantage of the love and the care that you were giving them. They like what you gave them. They like being connected to you. They like being associated with you. You could be someone who has like some type of power and influence. You could be, you could have some type of authority at work. You know, maybe you have a very successful business. There's someone here that could return, that thought that you were going to return to them and they didn't. And so now it's like, I gotta take this L. I gotta swallow my pride and come back to Pisces before they align themselves with someone else. So the fact that you're not coming back, and or the fact that you could be meeting someone, if you haven't already, could trigger someone to come back and express that they've been having these deep emotions for you. And you didn't know anything about that. That may be how they reel you in. On the other hand, someone could express that they have deep feelings for you as well. And this is someone who could be an associate. This person could be different from you culturally. They could be, a foreigner. They may not be from, the US. They may not be from your city or state. Okay, but there is someone coming into your life to make you see that there are good people out there, and the commitment that you want is possible. Okay, Pisces. So that is your reading. I hope it was helpful. I'll see you on the next one.